go guys, taking our rights back again. So I'm in Leeds, I'm on the way to Norwich. We've just put £50, 25 pence in the car, and we're going to pay with them bad boys. So let's see how it goes. Oh, it is cold. Oh. Morning.
Hi.
Number 3.
£50.25.
Can I get a receipt, please? There's 50. How much is it? £50.25. There's £50.25. Please. Oh. Morning, mate. That's a 25 pence coin, and and the other one's a solid silver £50 coin.
Yeah, that's Kieran.
Pardon?
I'm just gonna have my boss look at it because we've never seen that before.
You've never seen them before?
Me personally, I've never seen it.
They're not very. I know they're not. They are legal tender.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. I've just...
Morning, mate.
Alright.
Yeah. It's legal tender. I don't know.
No, we can't accept this, buddy.
That's a £50 coin, mate, and that's a 25 pence coin.
I can't verify that this is genuine. I've no way to do that, so I can't accept that.
Well, that's the only. Unfortunately, that's the only method I've got to pay. I've got no other method to pay.
What have you?
Kieran.
What is it? Fuel.
Yeah.
All right. Well, can you ring somebody?
Pardon?
Can you ring somebody? No. All right. Well, I can fill your form out. I'll keep all.
No,
the
I'm not gonna.
back to pay.
No, I'm not gonna fill a form
you
out,
need to.
mate.
Otherwise,
Well, I
I'll
don't.
ring police. That's as simple.
Well, I don't know if you know the legislation, but the legislation. Let me. I'm paying, mate. Let me explain, Kieran. Let me explain before you phone the police, because you'll be wasting police time, and I'm sure the police have got better things to do, right? So listen, I've took the goods. Yeah. It then becomes a debt. It then becomes a debt. That is legal tender. If me and Tesco go to court and I can show that I have tried to play with legal tender, right, I win the court case.
This is not tender that we accept. So
well, unfortunately for you, you're not putting a form, mate. Unfortunately, you've got no signs on the pump saying that you don't accept them coins. It does matter, mate. I'm not. Kieran, I'm sorry, mate. I'm not telling you.
All right. Is that your car?
No.
Does it come free? Story.
Yeah, it's come free. It's legal tender. I don't see what the problem is. Listen,
I'm not arguing with you.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you.
to you.
I'm trying to explain and have an adult conversation, Kieran, right? We've had this with Tesco before. I suggest you get hold of head office, because I've got a letter at home, head office, right, where I've had this problem before, right? And you end up paying me out in compensation, mate. Well, so if that's the road you want to go down, Kieran, then that's entirely up to you.
That's nothing to do with me, sir. So if you can't pay,
but I can pay.
But
I can pay. You've got the money. We'll phone the police then.
I can't verify that that's genuine, so.
You phone the police then.
I will be phoning the police. Yeah.
Right, go on then.
What makes it car?
What makes the car?
Yeah.
I don't know. Couldn't tell you.
Not yet, mate, no.
I don't see what the problem is. I mean, he's got a phone there, he can go on the... I'm going to tell him when he comes back, actually. He can go on the Bank of England website, or not the Bank of England, the Royal Mint website, and it's legal tender. He's just going to make an idiot of himself. Kieran, I can see you've got a smartphone there. You can go on the Royal Mint website.
I'm not saying it's not legal tender. I have no way to verify that this is genuine. That's what I'm saying.
You've got a smartphone, Kieran. You can go on the
that's not
the Royal Mint website, and it'll tell you on there that it's legal tender, Kieran.
Yeah, and I know that British pound sterling as well as Scottish is legal tender. What I don't know is that that's not genuine. There's no way that I can verify that.
Okay, so what I'm saying to you is if you go on the...
So I still can't verify that that's genuine on website. So I can say there might be a coin that looks like that, but I have no way, no training, no way knowing that that's real.
Well, that's not
I would do a £20 note.
Yeah,
so that's why I can't accept it.
That's not my problem, unfortunately.
So I'm going to go get a form. If you want to fill it out.
I don't want to, I'm not filling your form in, mate.
Well,
so you're going to waste it.
You're going to drive off then.
I'm not driving off, but I was like, listen, a drive off. What a drive off would be, Kieran, is I'd come in, I'd put some fuel in the car and I'd drive off.
Yeah,
I have come in.
But if you fail to provide your details when
no, it doesn't
work.
No, it's not, mate. I guarantee it's not.
I'm just explaining to you.
Okay then. Well,
yeah, so that's what we need to do. So that's 2 options. So I'll get a form to fill in, and you can go.
I'll tell you what the option is.
You can go to the bank and swap it.
You can
come back and pay cash.
No, mate.
If not, I'll ring the police.
We'll ring the police then.
All right, I shall do.
Okay then.
You're free to go then.
Well, I'm not free to go because you're going to phone the police, aren't you? Well, go on then.
Well, do it. They're not going to just come down at next hour.
Of course they are. Tell them that you. Of course they are. No, I know, mate.
All right.
So,
if that's what you want to do, I'll do it. So
go on then. Phone the police then.
Or I'll get a form. So, get a form.
So you're telling me I'm free to go?
Well, if you want to, I'll ring police. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
That's the process. So I can fill a form in.
I'm not filling a form in. I've give you legal tender.
I'm not arguing way any further. I've explained.
There's no argument about it. I've give you legal tender. The option is, mate, you either take that, or I'll see you in court. I'll see you in court.
You won't see me in court, sir.
I'll see Tesco in court.
Well, that's fine. That's fine if you want to do
that.
But
it doesn't have to go that far, Kieran, man. You've got a smartphone, haven't you?
So I'm not going to explain it anymore. So I've explained it as much as.
Okay then. So
as I can.
you're not gonna accept the coins.
There's nothing further to discuss.
Okay then. So I suggest that you phone the police then.
Details, yeah, we'll do.
Well, come on then.
Well, I'll do it in my own time because they're not going to turn up now, are they?
Well, you don't know till you phone them.
Well, I do.
Well, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll phone them for you. I'll phone them for you, Kieran.
I'm not arguing.
I ain't driving off this forecourt.
Let me go get a form and we'll fill a form in.
We're not filling a form in, Kieran. But I ain't driving off this forecourt, mate. I'll phone the police myself. I'll phone the police myself. And do you know what's going to happen, Kieran? I'm not being aggressive, mate. I'm just a bit frustrated, Kieran, because you're not listening, mate.
I am listening to you.
It's all on camera.
Well, I don't allow you to film me.
Well,
so
unlucky.
You can't use that in court.
I can.
No, you can't.
I bet you.
It's against the privacy rules.
Yeah, no, it isn't, mate. No, it isn't, mate. No, it isn't, mate. No, it absolutely isn't, Kieran.
So, do you want to fill the form out or not?
No.
Well, that's it. Discussion's over.
I don't want to fill your form. No, them are your coins. I'm leaving them there, mate.
They're not my coins.
They are your coins. I've paid you. They are your coins. I've paid you.
All right, well, leave.
They're in your position.
If you believe you've paid, then leave.
I will. What I'm going to do though is I'm going to go and sit in my car and I'm going to phone the police myself. Okay. Because there's no way I'm going to drive off, mate. Even if I did, it wouldn't be a drive off anyway. Because
I've explained all.
Because do you know what it is? It's a what's the word I'm looking for? It's not criminal. It's a civil matter.
I've explained.
It's a civil
all
matter, mate.
To you. The discussion's over as far as I'm concerned. You can do as you please.
Okay then. Can I ask you one question? Why aren't you willing to get your phone out and look on the Royal Mint website that them are legal
I'm not
tender?
disputing if British pound sterling is legal. Obviously it is. What I'm disputing is I don't know if they're genuine or not. Right. I have no way of verifying if the coins are genuine. That's what I'm saying to you.
Right.
So I know that British pound sterling is a legal tender, obviously.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they're genuine because I have no training to.
Okay.
To do
so
that.
do you know if I came in now with them coins and I selected a bottle of, I don't know, your green gin,
spirits, yeah.
right? And I come to the till and I give you your scan and I give you the coin.
Yeah.
You are then in your right to say we're not accepting them.
So
however, let me finish though. But once I've took the goods, the legislation changes.
I'm not discussing it any further. So as far as I'm concerned, if I can't verify the tender is genuine, I refuse the sale. So that's fine. If you can't give me a genuine tender,
I have.
that I can verify is genuine, then it's in your court.
It's not in my court. It's in your court, Kieran. Honestly.
Alright, we've discussed it. So that's it.
It is.
So go do what you want to do.
So let me give you a few words of advice. Go onto YouTube, right? Go onto YouTube, right? Before you make your decision, and check £50 coins and £20 coins. Check the videos, and then make your decision from there, mate.
Yeah. Not a problem. All right.
That's what I suggest you do.
Yeah. Free to crack on with it. Thank you.
Okay. Can I get a receipt then, please?
There's no receipt because the transaction's not completed, as we've just discussed.
Just give me your receipt and I can be on my way.
It's physically impossible.
It's not physically impossible.
It is.
Why is it physically impossible? Okay, man, I'm giving you legal
process
tender.
a transaction because I can't authenticate the if it's genuine tender or not. So I know it's tender, but I don't know if it's real. That's what I'm saying to you.
Oh, we kidding, man.
So I can't. It's physically impossible for me to produce you with a receipt.
I don't know why you'd have to be. Why you're being like that.
I'm not being like. Oh,
I just want to pay for my goods and go. That's it.
I've explained options to you, but
do you know what I mean, Kieran? I don't want to be. I haven't come here to do your head in or anything like that. I just want to pay for the goods that I've put into my car.
Yeah, I've explained your options.
And I just want to go.
Aggressive, and that's it. We're done.
No, there's no aggressive, mate. I was just a bit frustrated because you weren't seeming to understand.
So do what you want to do, as we discussed. You can fill a form in or you can leave. That's up to you. I can't stop you either way.
I'm not going to fill your form.
I can't accept that.
So what form? Wait there. You're saying a form and I'm saying no anyway. But I don't even know what form do you want me to fill in, man.
So a form will give you. We'll take your details. It'll give you 7 days to come back and pay, or go to any Tesco fuel site and pay. So that gives you a chance to go to bank, swap that, and then come back with tender that we can authenticate as real, genuine tender. So you can do that if you wish.
So you want me to fill a form in? I said to promise that I'll come back within 7 days and pay?
Yeah.
But I've already paid.
But you haven't paid.
But I have paid.
We've had this discussion 3 or 4 times now, so I'm not going to have it. Okay? So
okay, mate.
It's in your ballpark. What do you want to do?
Okay. Are you sure that's the road we want to go down?
Fine, yeah, that's the only road that there is. Yeah.
It isn't, you know. It really isn't.
Yeah, cheers, buddy.
It really isn't.
It is.
It really isn't, you know. But
okay.
So you're not going to give me a receipt?
I can't. No, it's impossible.
I wouldn't say it's impossible. I wouldn't say it's impossible. You just put the money through the till.
I can't cash it off. I don't know that that's genuine.
Okay then, Kieran.
You can take the rest with you.
No, I'm leaving them with you. That's my payment.
I'll pop them to the side with your receipt paying details.
Yeah, give me my receipt then.
No, but
you've just said you're going to put it to the side with a receipt.
A transaction to pay is different to a receipt.
Right.
So I can't pull a receipt off for you. I can pull off your transaction to pay, and that's not a receipt.
Okay.
That's just I'll scan a barcode and it comes back up. That's all it is.
Okay, mate. We'll play it your way then. All right. Thanks. So. You ain't taking the coins. I'll come back to you guys. I'll get in the car.
We're connecting you to West Yorkshire.
So guys, as you can see, we're on the phone to West Yorkshire Police, 101 Starling.
Thank you for calling West Yorkshire Police.
Come back to you guys.
You mean a £50 note?
No, £50 coin. So the £50 coin.
That's not.
No.
That's not legal. You're gonna need to pay in a different form.
Are you actually a police officer or police staff? Can I ask who I'm speaking to, please?
Police staff.
Okay. So just for your information, then, I do realise that these coins aren't as common as a £20 note or a £5 note, but these coins are legal tender from the Royal Mint. I have had this issue before. My friend has actually been arrested before for it, and end up winning over £5,000 in compensation. I've got a letter from Tesco. Unfortunately, I haven't got it on me.
I've got it.
All my friends got it. Anyway, we've got a letter from Tesco basically stating that they do accept £50 coins because they've been sold. And basically what happens, if I go in there now and I try to buy a bottle of whiskey or, I don't know, a jar of coffee, and I try to pay with a coin, then they've got every right to say we're not accepting that coin. However, when you've took goods first, so, I don't know, like petrol, or you go into a restaurant and take a meal, the legislation then changes. And basically, I have went in there, I've offered to pay my debt, it now becomes a debt. I've offered to pay the debt with legal tender. And because I have done so, and I can demonstrate so as well, because I've got it all on record, I'd win in a court and Tesco would lose all day long. So it is legal tender, I am in the right. However, I don't want to be driving off and then getting arrested by whatever police force arrests me, and then having to sue them as well, because that's what will happen. So what I thought I'd do is do the right thing, phone yous, maybe you could send an officer down and all this can be sorted out amicably and everyone's a winner. Otherwise...
Okay, yeah. Well, I've looked it up and I can see that it was issued in 2015, so I apologise, I never heard of it before our discussion.
It's okay,
But,
I don't need you to apologise. It's okay. Well, thank you anyway.
Yeah, no, it's still at their discretion. So obviously, if you don't have another form of payment and they're refusing to take the coin, which again is at their discretion, that's up to them. It's not something that you'd be ringing us about. You will have to either fill in that form or just pay in a different method.
It doesn't work like that. Sorry, what's your name? I'm Darren. What's your name? Sorry, I'm Darren.
Rebecca.
Rebecca, it doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, Rebecca, you're wrong. And when you find out you're wrong, I don't really need you to apologise, but unfortunately, Rebecca, you're wrong. It doesn't work like that. It works exactly how I've just told you. I've took the goods, I've went to pay with legal tender, they're not accepting it. That's not my problem, that's their problem. If we go to a court, right, I win. Simple as that. I can prove that I've tried to pay with legal tender, I've tried to settle the debt, and they're not interested. I've told them I'm out of town, I've got no other method of payment anyway. Even if I wanted to, I couldn't. It then becomes okay then, if you were saying that, it then becomes a civil matter. There's no drive off involved, and if I end up getting arrested by West Yorkshire Police or any other police force for that matter, I will sue them. But I don't want it to come...
What it comes down to is, it's at their discretion at whether they take it or not. They can refuse any form of legal tender, illegal tender, whatever they want. They can refuse any form of it.
You're right.
And then it's down to you to either make a different payment method or to leave your details. We can't make them,
Rebecca,
accept your £50 coin.
Sorry to interject. You're right in the sense that if I go in there and select an item from the shelf, they can refuse. However, when the goods have already been took, the legislation changes, it then becomes a debt. They've got no option, it's a debt.
Well, I mean, they could say, we're not taking it, but
if they don't take it...
There's no onus on you to pay a different way.
Yeah, that's it.
The form says you don't have any means of payment, you've paid them.
That's it, Rebecca. When you've already took the goods, the legislation changes, and what it is, unfortunately, a couple of police forces, I'm not sure about West Yorkshire, have already been sued for it because they've turned up at petrol stations not knowing the legislation like yourself, and that's not anybody's fault. I'm not saying that's your fault, because it's not a common thing that you should deal with, like, I don't know, like a shop theft or something that's common and it gets dealt with on a daily basis. This is not a common issue, right? However, instead of doing all the research, police officers have turned up at petrol stations, arrested people, and end up getting the chief constables end up getting sued.
To be fair, when I've had this issue before with West Yorkshire Police, they came straight out and sorted it out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, they came on.
I mean, there's nothing for us to come out for because there's no crime that's occurred. All they're asking you to do is leave your details so that they can collect payment in a different form. I don't really understand why you don't want to do that.
Because I've paid them, and I haven't got another method, and I live in Middlesbrough. So what it is, it's going to cost me another 30 quid to come here and go back home to pay them when I've already paid them and I shouldn't have to.
You won't have to come back personally. You'll be able to do a transfer of some sort.
Yeah, but
all they're asking is that you leave your details and fill out this form so that they know who you are, so that you can contact. There's been no mention of arrest. They haven't called us. Nothing's happened.
The form says
they just want you to leave your details.
The form says that he has no means of payment, but he's paid.
Right, well, they won't have a form, will they, that says you've tried to make a form of payment, they won't accept it, and they want a different form of payment. That's obviously not a form that they possess, so they've given you this form.
It should be made very clear on the pumps. Like, if they don't accept £50 coins, for instance, they're supposed to make it clear on the pumps that they don't accept £50 notes, or they don't accept £50 coins, or they don't accept £20 coins, or 25p coins, or whatever coins they want to accept. It should be made clear on the pumps.
And it's not?
I'm not saying that it shouldn't, but it's obviously not a popular form of payment, and they may have never come across it before, hence why it's not on the pump.
But they have, and we've got letters from Tesco saying that they accept commemorative coins.
And are you at a Tesco one now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, they can still refuse it because it's their petrol station.
They can't. They can't because the goods have already been taken. They could if I went in that shop now and tried to select an item from the shelf, then they can. But once I've took the goods before payment, the legislation changes and they can't refuse.
Are we supposed to live here forever then, or can we leave? At what point can we leave? Because he's paid and we want to go, but we need a receipt. If we don't get a receipt, we'll have to report it to HMRC.
You'll need to fill in the form.
No, we don't. Well, can you send me your police officer then? Because we're at a stalemate then. At the end of the day then, let's put it your way
There's
then.
There's no crime that's occurred.
But there is a crime.
It would
There
be
is
a
a crime.
waste.
The way you were telling us, the way you were telling me, and the way you were explaining it to me, right, is then what it is. I've got no choice. Let me finish. Sorry, Rebecca. Please let me finish.
It's only a crime if you leave.
Yeah,
because
that's
then it's classed as a make-off.
Exactly.
Because you've not made a form of payment. So what will happen is the petrol station.
But he has made a form of payment.
Will ring us. I understand that, but they're not accepting it. It's intended here, from what I can see, as a collector's item in the first place, and it's not really found in general circulation. So that's why they've not got anything up to say this is what we do and do not accept.
Yeah,
and I appreciate that's frustrating to you, but it's a lot of hassle for a lot of people for no reason. All you need to do is fill out the form and then you can leave and you can go home or go wherever it is that you're going to.
But why should I when I've already paid with legal tender? Why should I have to do that, man?
Because they can legally refuse any form of payment.
They can't.
So what if they decided that today they're not taking £10 notes and that's all that he had? What if they decided they're not taking card payments? You know, what if they decided that the only payment that they're going to accept is in jelly beans? But we're sat here in the petrol station not being able to leave because we don't have no jelly beans. It makes no sense. It makes no sense at all.
I understand your frustration, but what would the use of an officer coming out be?
Because you were telling me, I'll tell you, we wouldn't, Rebecca, but we wouldn't.
You're wanting it more.
We
you're
wouldn't
wanting it
because
more for your reassurance that you're not going to be reported for a make-off. That's what you're wanting it for. You're wanting an officer there for your reassurance that won't have been reported.
That is part of the reason. That is part of the reason. Of course, that is part of the reason. Also, I want to make sure that I get a receipt for HMS for my tax returns, and not only that, I want to make sure that they understand and yous understand, because what it is, listening to you, what's going to happen is they're going to report the drive off. I'm going to end up getting arrested, right? And then what's going to happen then is yous are going to get sued. And it doesn't have to come to that, because what it is, my friend has been through this before, right? And what happens is the police officer comes down, he does all the research, and then he tells them that what it is, you've got no choice, but you've got to take the £50 coin, and then nobody has to get sued. Everyone goes away, they've learned something, I've learned something, the police have learned something, so then if you come across it again, you know what to do with it.
It happened in Middlesbrough about a month ago, and the custody sergeant refused to take the guy. He says, no, I'm not taking him, he hadn't done nothing wrong.
To who? Who did it happen to?
To my friend. No, to my friend.
Someone in Middlesbrough.
Right, I mean, they're a different force, so I obviously can't.
Yeah, and it happened in another force, right? It happened in another force to another lad in Devon, and he got over £5,000 off Devon Constabulary because they didn't do the research and just arrested him when they shouldn't have. Because what it is, what I'm telling you, unfortunately, I know you might not like it, but what it is the law, no laws are getting broke, and my liberty's going to get took, and for that, and when that happens, then I'll need compensating for it. And at the end of the day, Rebecca, that doesn't need to happen, because I'm trying to do the right thing now, so that doesn't have to happen. I don't have to waste, no police time has to get wasted looking for me when a crime hasn't even been committed and my freedom get took. None of that has to happen. At the end of the day, I appreciate that the police is a busy service, and at the end of the day, I'm trying to do the right thing now, so everyone knows what's happened, and everyone knows a crime hasn't been committed, where I can just drive off now and then end up getting arrested and lay in the cell for 24 hours at the most, and then, right, also, but it doesn't have to come to that. Police are already busy dealing with crimes that need to be dealt with, and this is not a crime, and I am trying to do the right thing. And you basically just told me that once I drive off, it's going to be a drive off, and you're wrong. Because
it's making off without payment, and the payment has been made.
So what it is,
I know, I appreciate everything that you're saying. All I could do is put a log on, but it'd be standard, so nobody would be attending. I can go and triple check for you with my
Please.
supervisor at
Please.
the room if you like.
Yes, please,
Yeah, all right,
Rebecca.
there we-
Thank you. Guys, I'll come back to you.